I'm letting my mum watch my last review. That's why I'm not in the normal place I'm filming. I'm really worried because I can hear my voice on the TV screen. She keeps like yelling at me saying, "You're really weird!" I'm kind of scared, and so that's probably why I'm talking really quietly, because I don't want her to hear me make some more crazy. So this week's episode of Supernatural, I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of crap. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I'm really sad. Like, I was expecting loads, and this episode really disappointed me. But I think it was inevitable there was going to be an episode that I wasn't going to be happy with. So, there you go. Wow, I really like Snow White here. I'm like really pale and red lips. No black hair though. This is episode 12, called Shark Teeth, which I think is kind of a weird title. It means nothing to do with shark teeth. So basically we meet up with Garth again. He gets hit by a car, as you do. And it turns out he's a werewolf. As you do. And Sam and Dean are reunited, and they're not friends. They don't like each other. They're not friends. And so they're just like, fine, we'll work together because it's Garth, you know. Anyways, Sam and Dean working together. Sam looking very nice in a suit, may I add. And they were working together for once, and they're sort of getting along because they want to work together more than anything. And so they find out that Garth is like got married after like 2 months of meeting this person, and they have he sort of joined up with her family, and they're all werewolves, and werewolves are born, not made. I don't think that was established before, obviously, because it's sort of a new thing they found out. I can hear my voice. This is terrible. I can hear it, and I don't like it. But anyway, so it turns out that these werewolves are trying to be good, and they are not killing people, they're just eating cows and stuff. But then we find out that actually the stepmother is not, she doesn't like that. She's like, no guys, I'm not gonna go eating cows, I wanna eat people. So she's secretly eating people because she's a bitch. She tries to kill Garth and his wife, but Dean shoots her first. Well done, Dean. Proud of you. Yeah. And then we have this little moment at the end, and Sam is basically like, we can work together, but if you want to be brothers, like, basically, forget it. No, it's not happening. We're not brothers. And he was just saying how he couldn't trust Dean anymore, and everyone is just really like, no, because trust each other. That bit was very sad. Likes, generally, just Garth being back. I love Garth. I'm really missed Garth. And it was just really nice to see him back, and it was interesting to have a story about him, and, you know, just generally him being back, because I'd really missed him, and he hasn't really had enough episodes, though I don't know how many episodes he's going to have now, seeing as he's a werewolf. That could be a problem, but it could also be a good thing. You don't know. We'll find out. Did he steal a car? Naked? Funny. One of my favourite parts was Garth describing Sam and Dean, saying that Dean's all tough, but on the inside he's a teddy bear, and Sam is insecure sometimes, but for a good reason. And I was just like, oh, because he really, really does love Sam and Dean. Like, he really sees them as family. And although they may not see him all the time, and how he disappeared, and, you know, completely disappeared, he still really, like, cares about them, and he thinks really highly of them, and I just think it's really nice. One of my absolute favourite parts of the show was when the stepmother lady, I can't remember her name, she had a gun. She's like, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill you, I got a gun, I'm gonna kill you. And Dean's like, I've got a gun, I'm also gonna kill you. Oh no, wait. No. Dean was not there going, I've got a gun. He wasn't there yet. This was before Dean came in. Sam was tied up to a tractor, which was hilarious in itself, because tractors are funny. But, like, she had the gun, and out of nowhere came a leg. And the leg was like, ah! That was my leg. Out of nowhere came a leg, and it was Sam's leg, and it was a gun, and the gun flew, and I thought it was beautiful and majestic, and I think they should have them more often. They should have what I call Sam's long kicky leg more often. I'm a really huggy person, and I really, really, really like hugs. That's actually quite relevant. I'm not just telling you that I like hugs, so then if you see me in the street, you're going to give me a hug, because that's actually quite weird. I'm telling you that I like hugs because there was a hug in this show, and that's what I'm trying to point out. So Dean and Garth got a hug, and Dean was just like, oh, for God's sake, just give me a hug, guy. And Garth, whatever your name is. And he's just like, oh, hugs. And Dean, hug. They don't normally go together, unless, like, Sam's dead or something. I don't like it when Sam's dead. So yeah, it's a big thing when Dean lets someone hug him, or he hugs them. Only special people get hugs from Dean, like Charlie and Sam, especially when Sam's dead. Sadly, I was really sad by what Sam said. I'll go more into that later, about how they're not brothers. But what I'm trying to say is that usually I'm like, Team Sam, everything Sam says is right. But then I was actually agreeing with Dean for once, which is a good thing, because I like Dean too. Sorry, my mother walked past the hall, just telling me how weird I am in my vlog. I had to stop, and now I've forgotten everything I'm saying. I remember now. Dean was trying so hard to make Sam see reason, and I really like that about that. I really like that about that scene. That at least, because sometimes it's usually Sam trying to get to Dean that way, like, no, dude, we're brothers. And just Dean's like, no. No. But this time it was the other way around. And Sam's like, no. We're not brothers. And like, if you want to be brothers, then no. And that made me sad. But yeah, I'm rambling now, so I'm just gonna shut up and get on to the bad stuff. Dislikes Garth at the same time as that I loved him. I loved Garth being back, and I love Garth. But I was just really disappointed. He wasn't Garth. There were so many things about him that just weren't Garth. He wasn't all quirky like he usually is, and he was just sort of more calm and normal, and I really liked it when he was really quirky and unique and funny. I mean, he was still funny, he just wasn't Garth funny, and that made me really sad about that, because I was like, you've ruined Garth somehow. I don't know why they've changed Garth like that, but they have. Yeah, and just generally a storyline. I didn't like it. I mean, I know there are going to be episodes like it, because I was really looking forward to this Garth episode, and I thought the idea was a bit sort of odd, but I was like, well, we'll see what it's like. And I just watched it, and it just really didn't click with me. Sam getting hurt, as usual, is a very sad thing. Any mention of Kevin makes me depressed. And Sam, basically, like I said, not trusting Dean. He said, I don't trust you, and that made me so sad. Demi! Trust your brother! I don't care what he did. Well, I do care what he did, because, you know, that caused a lot of crap, but... Sam, come on. I want Winchester's back together. And I wrote here, Sammy, what are you saying, boy? Because I don't even know what that was. What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? Did you listen to yourself? Did I cry? Only tears, because I didn't like it. And I didn't even cry about that, I just didn't like it. Star? I wasn't really sure, because no one specifically stood out to me. Like, usually there's an episode, and like, Jared will suddenly stick out, because he's just so good, and he's amazing. Or like, Misha will be really good as Cass, or Jensen will be really good as Dean, or all three of them are amazing, so I can't pick, because I'm really indecisive. And then this time, I don't know. So I said, Garth, DJ, because it was Garth, and I missed Garth. It's like, the episode with Charlie in it, I picked Felicia, because Felicia is amazing. But I picked Felicia also because she really stood out in that episode, whereas no one really stood out in this one, and that made me really sad. Apart from Sam's kicky leg. Star of the show, Sam's kicky leg. Good kicky leg. Star rating. I gave it a 3. I put 3.5 on there, but I think it's a 3. And next week looks really funny, and I hope it's not like Dog Dean Afternoon, where, was it Dog Dean? I can't. About Dog Dean. Where I thought that one was going to be really funny, and then I just watched it and it was just too, you could not take it seriously at all. It was too funny. I'm hoping, they seem to sort of base this episode around After School Special, you know, like, so when Dean was the gym teacher, Sam was the janitor, and this time Sam is a fitness instructor, nice vest, and Dean is like in catering. He's just running the cafeteria. Nice hairnet. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to next week, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens soon. And also, Misha's episode is coming out where he's directing, so let's see what happens then. Maybe they film the whole episode in his mother's basement. We don't know. So, I said last week that we got a beautiful picture of Jared with his new baby. And this week we got another beautiful picture. We got Thomas and Shepherd, and it's frickin' adorable. How cute, huh? Aren't Jared's kids just the cutest thing? And Thomas looks really like Jen, and I think that's adorable. And I love Jen. Jen, I love you! Yeah, so that's all for this week. I'm really sorry that it's been really quiet and really crap, but it's because, firstly, I can hear one of my vlogs playing in the other room. And secondly, I know my mum's watching that video. Thirdly, my mum's in the house, so I know she's here, so she could potentially hear exactly what I'm saying right now. And yeah, so I'm a bit self-conscious. You're just gonna have to deal with this slightly crap video with just my face. Literally all you can see is my face.